right, so let's get into the tier list. We're gonna just go with Dahlia, go all the way from left to right, go all the way around. I'm not gonna go, that's just the order I'm gonna go in. So we'll start off with Dahlia. Now Dahlia, since Fixer's been GA'd from comp, Fixer's not played in comp anymore because he's too overpowered. Go over that later. But Dahlia is super strong. She needs a nerf. I think that maybe her range where she can link should be smaller, or she should have helping hands instead of lifeline. And the MXR is also too strong. So that's three. That's like two things right there that makes her way too strong. Actually, three. That's three things that makes her way too strong. I think that the MXR needs to have a slower fire rate. I think she should have helping hands instead of lifeline. I think she should not be able to link from 30 meters away. I think that they should put something in place that makes you link in the beginning of round so you cannot save it. So it forces you to buddy up with one of your teammates like you're supposed to originally. But right now, she is S tier, 1,000,000%, because the way she's played now is not the way I don't think she was intended to play. And I say that with no inside information. I think she was intended to link with people before the rounds. But now with the ability to save link, have an MXR in your hand, have a nade, have tenacity, have lifeline, she's too strong. So she needs to be nerfed. Now we have Anvil. Anvil's good. I think Anvil benefited a lot from now you can get 2 trophies for 8k instead of 12k. So he's played in some situations where he used to play Trench because he also has tenacity and Trench doesn't. And you'll see a trend throughout all of them. The ones that have tenacity are played more than the ones that don't, because getting one shot by a nade is not fun in round 6. But Anvil is pretty good. His gun's super strong on a lot of the maps. Anvil played correctly. He's a very situational pick in comp right now, but he is a pick, and you can't say that for like half of these rogues. So I'd say Anvil probably belongs in the A tier, because a lot of the rogues aren't even picked in comp, or if they are, it's on like one map. So having Anvil actually being picked is good, and he's also super strong. His perks are nasty. He is, if you peek him in a close range gunfight and your name is not Scorch with your ability pop, you're gonna have a hard time. Especially because that gun has an insane fire rate and hits 24 in the head. You will die instantly. So let's move on to Chalk now. Chalk has played a decent amount. He's pretty good. He's not like amazing. He has a flash. His Semtex is strong. His SMGs and shotguns or whatever, because they're not that versatile. You can't use them in all ranges like you could in AR or even Anvil's LMG. His overkill is strong if you're just trying to head down something. I don't think he's that strong all the time. He's okay. JFL, thank you for the 4 months. I appreciate it. I think he's okay. He's not as strong as Anvil. I think Chalk is a solid B tier because played correctly, he's really strong, but he's not like the best. He's not near a must pick. All right, now here's Dallas. This is something I talked about on the last one. Now that Dallas can snap the closest enemy no matter what. That's the biggest thing. Now he can snap the closest enemy no matter what. So I think that alone puts him up higher. So if you're trying to push somewhere, there's somebody ratting with cloaked, you'll see them, which is very good. So I think Dallas is a solid A tier rogue now, 100%. He doesn't have tenacity, but he does have headstrong. If you can get headstrong as fast as possible, then the enemy will have to pay 12k to kill you with their nade, and they'll have to also pay 12k with their C4 to kill you. So yeah, Dallas, good rogue now, very good. Now you have Dima. I've said this every single time. No tenacity. He has the Mamba, which is actually really strong. His ult is really good in very certain situations. And if you're not catching somebody by surprise with the Dima ult, they're just gonna get out of it. So it works very rarely. Like an example when it used to work was lockdown attack. You would ult into the site and everybody would die, or they'd have to clear out. But now everybody, if they see a Dima, they just give up the site and they retake it. So you have a useless character now. So Dima's still a D tier rogue. I think he's basically not a good pick at all ever. He's okay. And his perks aren't even that great. What does he have? Bounce back, life drain. Like, he's okay for strikeout, but not amazing. All right, Glitch. Glitch is a character we have never seen his full potential, because for every minute that I've been playing this game since July or August, he's been bugged in some way, shape, or form. It was last patch, it was he couldn't hack trophies. Now they fixed it so he can hack trophies, but now every time he hacks, his phone does not come back out, so he can't have that 30-meter radar constantly around him. So he's basically always bugged. He can never play the game correctly. But when, I don't know. You'll never know. We don't know how good he is. And it's a shame. I think that glitch with these bugs joins Dima in the D tier. If he ever has a bugless, if he's ever doesn't have bugs, I would love to see how good he is. But we'll never know. Hopefully we will know. But for now we don't. Alright, now we're on a Lancer. Everybody's least favorite rogue, except for the people that play her. So, Lancer, she has an ability that allows her to full sprint, even faster than normal sprint. And it's quiet. If people don't know where she is absolutely miserable. She's going to shoot you in the back the entire game, and she's going to do top damage on a lot of maps. The only reason that I don't immediately throw her in the S tier is because a lot of the maps are close quarters, and you can see all of the lanes. So on maps like that, she's basically useless. But on a map like Canals, where there's 47 lanes and 47 different ways to go, she will dominate. But like on Icarus, she's useless. So I think that takes her out of the S tier because you can't play her in every map. So I'm going to put her in the A tier just because you can't play her in every map. But the maps you can play her on, she is the most annoying character in the game 100%. Like, she is immune to Dallas abilities pop. Yes. She's the only one. The only like maps that there's all the like Lockdown, she's not that good on. Map like Canals, she's really, really good. Map like Skyfell, she's pretty good. I can't think of all the maps off my head. Map on Vice, she's pretty good. Just maps where the lanes are very spaced out, so you can't watch all of them all the time, and then she can sneak up behind you and kill you. That's one she's good on. Alright, now we have Phantom. People think that the Phantom smoke is amazing in counter-fiction, but it really doesn't do that much. I think that Phantom is decent. Her DMR is really good. Her sniper is really good. I think Phantom can be played well. I think the only reason that Phantom was not played, the reason Phantom's played now is because no pros are allowed to use Fixer. That's the only reason she is played. We're keeping Fixer in this tier list, but Fixer's not used in comp right now. But we're just going to keep Fixer in this tier list anyway. So since Fixer is in the tier list, Phantom goes in the D tier because this character does everything better than she does. Alright, let's move on to Verone. Verone, in my opinion, is the most balanced rogue in the game. She has Dart, that does 100 damage. If you buy Headstrong, doesn't kill you. Buy Tenacity, doesn't kill you. She has a Nade, same thing. Nade smokes a very, very average weapon that is versatile and can do anything. She's the most average rogue and the best rogue to learn the game. Do I think she's as good as Anvil, Dallas, or Lancer? No. But do I think she's better than Chalk? Yes. So I don't really know where to put her. If there was a B+, A- tier, I would put her there. But there isn't. So I'm going to put her in the B tier because I just think that she's closer to Chalk's level than she is to Anvil, Dallas, and Lancer's level. Why can't be Fixer in comp? All of the top teams have agreed to not play Fixer because he is so strong, he makes the game unfun to play. Because you have to pick him and play him every single map. It's not fun. At all. Alright, now we have Saint. Saint has some stuff coming that's going to be fun. He's going to have the scope removed off his AR, which that gun's going to be good. He's also getting a C4. That's going to make Saint a lot of fun. He's going to be pretty good. Do I think he's going to be better than Dahlia? No. But I think he'll be picked. Right now, though, he's basically not picked at all. Very rarely. I still think he's better than these three, though. I think I'm going to put him in the C tier. I think easily he will be B, if not A, the next patch. But for now, he's C tier. Just because, well, the Mamba's really good, too. But the problem with his drone is that it has 50 health and it's so easy to kill. You just shoot the drone and that's it. Shoot the drone, boom. Now he has no res for the rest of the round. Dahlia, her res is 1 second shorter than Saint's, and you have to full kill Dahlia, not just down her. You have to full kill her or finish her down to stop the res, which is way harder, and it only takes 2 seconds. And the person she revives starts regenerating her health immediately, so it's not fun. All right, now you have Scorch. Scorch, you're seeing a lot more play of because mollies are so good, and she's immune to them. So she's played a lot more now. She's only good on some of the maps. Okay. She's only good on some of the maps, though, because she has an SMG and a shotgun, so she doesn't have a ton of range. So she does have Headstrong. Her perks are really good. Headstrong, Tenacity. She's really, really hard to kill. She pops her ability. If she has Headstrong, Tenacity, and pops her ability, you're going to have a hard time killing her. She's good on a lot of maps. I think she's a solid A tier rogue right now. the way that everything is played. Because, for example, like Favela, she's strong. Factory, she's strong. She's strong on a lot more maps than she's not strong on. She is strong, but she's not. Maybe she's B, A, B, A tier. A tier rogue, I think. All right, now we got Talon. Talon's another rogue I think is extremely balanced. His SMG and AR, or DMR, are both really, really strong. They're not, like, insanely overpowered. I think they're pretty balanced. Maybe the DMR could use a slightly lower fire rate. Slightly lower, like very minimally lower. He's pretty average. I think he's basically in Ronan's here because, like, Ronan counters Talon, but if there's no Ronan, Talon has all the intel in the world. He can use 2 SMGs. He has C4. He has flashes. C4 allows him to play defense well if he's getting pushed. Flashes allow him to push something if he wants to. He's very, very average. All right, now we got Trench. Trench has kind of fallen out of favor a little bit in comp because he lost tenacity. But since his trophy buff, now he gets 3 trophies. He's going to be able to use it more. Glitch D, yeah, he's bugged again. You can't, he's bugged. I know it's tragic, but until he actually is fully, doesn't have any bugs, he's D tier because he always has a bug. All right, so Trench, he kind of fell out of favor when he lost tenacity, but he has 3 trophies now, so he's being played more because you only have to pay 8K for those 3 trophies. He has an MXR, which is, everybody knows that gun is good. Def S tier? No, I don't think he's S tier. I think he's in a good spot right now. I think he's a solid B tier without tenacity. I think that I don't think he needs any balance changes right now. I think Trench is in a perfect spot. He does his job exactly the way he's supposed to do it, and it's not too strong or too weak. I think it's perfect. All right, now Vi. Vi needs nerfs bad. I'm just going to put her where she belongs, and then I'll talk about her, because she's obviously up here. I could make another tier for her, to be honest. She has 2 poisons that she can throw 26 meters while jumping, that tick for 2 damage while you're standing in it, and they last for hours. She has a molly, 2 tear gases, tenacity, tracker rounds. That is, like, literally all the strongest things in the game. Literally all the strongest things in the game. 2 poisons that last forever. If there's 40 seconds left in the round and you're trying to push your sight, she can literally keep you off it. For 40 seconds. 40 seconds. So yeah, Vi's obviously in the top. She has so much utility. And her Nightshade is super strong too. You can use it at any range. You get a SMG close range, you can beat it. You get an AR long range, you don't have to challenge it, but you can win if you need to. You can win that gunfight. Everything about her is strong. The gun is strong, the abilities are strong, the perks are strong, the utility is strong, everything. She's pretty insane. All right, we'll do Fixer last. All right, now you have Sigrid, who is now, you're seeing her being played more in comp. Basically, I don't think it's because, like, she hasn't got buff or anything. I think it's more because the Fixer has been GA'd, so we are not playing the Fixer in comp. So it opens up one more spot that Fixer was taking in 100% of maps and 100% of sides. So now people are experimenting with her more, rightfully so. She has Lifeline, Tenacity. She has a shield. She's pretty good. Where does she belong right now? I'd say she's a solid. The thing about her is that she can, like, when played correctly, she can be an absolute, like, monster on the map, and she's incredibly annoying. But when played incorrectly, or if she's in a spot where she doesn't want to be with her shield down, like, she's just a free kill. So played perfect, she's absolutely dominant. But played, like, most of the people play her, she's not that good. I think she's solid A tier right now, to be honest. I think that's where she belongs. I don't really know where else she could go. All right, now this character, this guy. Vigon sucks? No, it's amazing. This character is absolutely broken. You can nerf both his guns. I swear, if you took away all his weapons and made him run around with fists, he would still do well on maps, just because he can smoke something off and he can see through it for 12 seconds. He should not have his own smoke. He should not have that ability. He should not have that sniper. He should not have anything. The reason that he's not in comp anymore is because say one team picks Fixer and one team doesn't pick Fixer, then that Fixer can just smoke off a power position, pop his ability, and kill everybody, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. The only thing they can do to stop it is to util dump the smoke to make sure that he can't do it, but if you use all of your util to stop Fixer from doing his job, then the rest of the Fixer's team has all of their util left to screw you guys over because you used all of your util to counter the Fixer. So the only counter to Fixer is Fixer himself. That's why the character is stupid. So until there's some amazing counters to Fixer that is not Fixer himself, he's the best rogue in the game. There's nothing we can do about it. So until then, that's where Fixer goes. You could give Fixer, you could pick any 2 guns in the game. And you could pick basically any perks, any guns, as long as he has that ability and his own smoke, he will dominate every single lobby, and there's no counterplay.